y'all? Welcome back. Random TV Reviews, your girl Lynette.
Your boy Stan Live.
Look, if y'all are new to the channel, welcome. If you want to join the family, hit the subscribe button. It don't cost you a goddamn thing.
Not a dime.
And if you don't like us after you hit subscribe, you can always unsubscribe. It's not that big of a deal.
Exactly. We coming tonight with Queen Sugar, baby.
He been singing Brown Sugar all day. And we do apologize that we were not able to get this out last night. But after the have and the have-nots, Sister Girl has a career.
We would have been asleep. We would have been talking out our freaking, like the white boys say, talking out our A.
But, y'all almost ain't get this today because this right here don't put me all the way in my feelings. I'm just going to go ahead and let y'all know. But we're going to go ahead and set the tone for you. This happened in New Orleans, Louisiana. Nolans, as y'all like to call it. We have some characters up on here. We got a dad, and the dad's name is Ernest.
Ernest.
You call him Papa Ernest.
He look like an Ernest, too.
He looks just like an Ernest. And then we have some sisters and a brother. We have Nova. Mm-hmm. She has locks in her hair. She's a journalist, a herbalist, and a community activist. We have Ralph Angel, who is a brother. He's the jailbird of the family, and he has a little boy named Blue. Then we have a sister named Charlie. Charlie she's wealthy.
The rich sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a manager. And her husband is a captain of a football team.
Star basketball team.
Yeah.
Football.
Basketball.
And football.
Yeah. Hell, they all the same. Then we got this Auntie V. Auntie V and her husband Hollywood.
That's a perfect name for him too, boy.
They freaks.
Yeah.
You can tell ain't nothing boring going on around there.
Do you not?
Micah is the son of Charlie and Davis, who is the basketball star. We got this old head that hangs around with Daddy
with
Ernest. His name is Prosper.
Yeah, Uncle Prosper.
Come on here with it. Then we got Calvin. Calvin is a white man.
Police officer.
Married with Sean.
Yeah.
But that's Nova's man.
Yeah, he dipping in the brown sugar.
And we see Renee we keep on calling Valdez, but it's not Valdez.
We're gonna call her Angela Valdez sister. That's what we're gonna call her.
She's a school teacher. And then we have Darla. Darla is Blue's mother. And Darla is a heroin addict.
Yeah, she addicted to that stuff. The old people say
they
own that stuff.
They own that skit. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started.
First things first.
I see all this deliciousness and these locks and this brown skin and tattoos. And I said, who is that? And then I said, oh, that's a goddamn woman.
Yeah.
That ain't my flavor.
But I gotta admit, them locks is tight though.
Her locks are beautiful.
Them Jones is tight. Yeah, it's tight.
I said, Lord, I thought I was gonna give me some eye candy, but I didn't. She in bed with
Oprah Fuji.
She did. She in bed with her white honey, her vanilla drop, like they like to call them the vanilla love drops. I think like Nene could say. And you could tell they had them a good old night.
Yeah.
He departs. I guess he got to go to work. At this time, we don't know that he's married with a whole nother family, but I'm telling y'all right now because
we just saw him in the bed.
We just gonna speed this up.
Yeah.
We see Ralph Angel, who is the brother that recently got out of jail. He's in this park with his son Blue. He's teaching his son a lesson about patience and discipline. And he's basically got this game going on with his son that keeps him put for a certain amount of time.
So he can commit a crime. I had to throw that in there, that rhyme.
This dude has his son sitting in the park acting like he's teaching him that discipline.
Yeah.
And he goes across the street and robs a convenience store. Comes back.
He go take honey buns, look like Rice Krispie treats.
Yeah.
We seen the Star Crunch. We was like, at least get some Star Crunch, player.
Y'all know about the Star Crunch.
And took money from the register.
And goes back to the park.
Yeah.
And goes and gets his son. Like, Daddy daycare is open, baby. I'm like, what the hell is happening right here? So then we see Charlie is hanging out with two girlfriends, and I'm gonna call them the basketball wives because they were kind of having this meeting of the minds where it seemed like they were being pitched an idea or being pitched a show like Basketball Wives.
Yeah.
And the other two ladies was like, look, at the end of the day, they don't want to really see our lives. They are interested in your life, and they should be.
Yeah,
because did y'all see that house?
That house is bad.
Did you see the walkway to
with the water falling off the edge of it? Come on through with it, Oprah. I appreciate it. I like it.
Goals, honey.
Yeah.
Goals.
So
they was like, look, please consider taking on this show. We all win. At the same goddamn time, everybody's phones going
off. Bzz, bzz, bzz.
Well, there is an article that just came out from, we're going to call them TMZ, but it's really T-News.
Yeah.
T-News, they'll put out an article saying that the starting lineup for the basketball team that Charlie's husband is the captain of the team over. They caught in a sex scandal.
Yep. And raped this 23-year-old girl.
In a hotel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Charlie gets home. At this point, she confronts her husband about it. He was like, nah, they ain't had nothing to do with me.
That was them.
Now, Charlie, after this, she don't had press conferences.
Yep.
He don't have press conferences.
Yep.
He said that he doesn't endorse that or nothing like that, but he will stand behind his team.
Yep.
She said that she gonna stand behind her man while he stands with his team.
Yep. And he talking about I want to move away from here and move to another city.
I want to go to down south.
Yeah.
Get you closer to your family. Right then and there, I was looking at him real strange.
I was like, yeah, something you ain't telling us, player, because you look like you a player.
Yeah. I said, You know how you try not to be like, if it's too good to be true, it ain't. But then you be like, well, sometimes it really is the way it is. And something about him just ain't rub me right.
Yeah, and you don't try to stereotype our freaking NBA brothers, but we know how they roll. Not all of them, but we know majority of them roll like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then, we're going to speed this up. Homeboy has to play in the basketball game.
Mm-hmm.
Now, their son, Michael, and his wife, Charlie, sitting down in the audience rooting for him, just like the Currys. Whoop, whoop. Go Warriors, whoop, whoop. Well, they ain't the Warriors, but...
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, everybody's phone's going off again. Well, the son, Michael, picks up the telephone, looks at it, and you can tell he's devastated.
Yeah.
He shows the phone to his mama, and she immediately came up off of them goddamn bleachers.
Yeah. The black came out of her.
And them heels hit the floor.
Yes, sir.
And she was marching towards that Joker center court.
Yes, indeed.
And he was like, what the hell you doing? What you doing?
What you doing?
Because he don't know. He don't know what just happened. He playing
dumb. He know what's up. Yeah, he know what's up.
How about
when a brother see your black woman coming, you know what's up.
Oh, yeah.
You just going to deny it because you don't want your A-whoop.
Well, what she had saw was the video of the hotel had been released. And not only was he a part of the scandal, he was the one who picked up the girl
and carried her in the freaking room and was caressing her on the butt.
So if anybody gonna get charged with this, it's especially gonna be you.
Yes, indeed.
So that's what she marched out there to do. She pushed him in his chest, and of course, everybody pushed her away and all of that. And I said, you know what?
Yeah.
You nasty son of a bitch.
You embarrassed him like that? Not only like that, I was even thinking about Michael, his son, the embarrassment. That boy still got to go to school and face his goddamn friends. He only 10 years old. He got to face his friends, get a friend.
He older than 10.
Well,
I think he's 15.
Well, whatever, how he old is. He got to go back to school and tell his friends, explain to them, or his daddy bumping, raping, freaking 23-year-olds in the freaking hotel. It looked like a cheap hotel at that.
Well, then we see Nova. Nova is, she got this older lady sitting up in her living room. She's giving her a spiritual healing and a spiritual cleansing ritual.
It was having a prayer meeting.
Basically. I'm going to call Nova the weed grower. Nova the weed grower. After it was all said and done, you know how old folk act. Like, but I need, She pulled out a joint. She said, Here you go.
Yeah,
Thank you, baby.
When you feel that joint pain again, go ahead and smoke that joint.
And then we see another dude come over. He come to pick up some dope from her.
Yeah.
She said, you know the rules.
It's in the third pot on the step.
He said, this is funny to me. She said, what's your markup on the streets? He said, for the colleges, 30%. For Wall Street, 50%. I said, so the college kids get a weed discount?
Yeah.
College discount?
Cause they ain't got a whole lot of money, see.
They
ain't got a whole lot of money. and she said, go ahead and take that Black Power freaking flower with you too.
And she said, I came to the last rally.
Yeah, I came to the last one. She was like, you need to come to this one too.
I said, it's a lot going on in this family.
Ooh.
So at some point we saw that Daddy Ernest had made a phone call to his daughter, Charlie. Especially after he heard about the scandal and all this stuff. Mm-hmm. He said, so what you gonna do? She said she had a plan, but this was before she even knew her husband was a part of it. And he told her, he said, when you gonna come down here? I've been asking you to come down here. I need your help.
I need your help.
And she was like, I'll send some people down here. He was like,
no.
I need your help and I need your time. Right then and there, I said, something ain't right. Because old heads ain't gonna never tell you they need your help.
Yeah, they want you to be present. Yeah.
They gonna let you walk into it.
Yeah. All hell breaking loose. You walking into the freaking thunderstorm, then you gotta try to figure out what's going on.
Into the West Alley.
In the thunderstorm. Don't do it.
He said the thunderstorm. We see Lil Blue. Lil Blue is so cute. Blue is at school. He upset, y'all. Blue don't invite some folk over to his little birthday party. But they don't want to come.
Cause he ain't got no trampoline.
He said, I ain't got no
ain't
trampoline.
Like kids.
So the kids say, I ain't coming unless I got a trampoline. You know, Blue's family struggling. His daddy just got out of jail. Daddy's robbing Peter to pay Paul, literally.
He ain't got no money.
And we're going to find out that Daddy got a situation because Blue, Ralph Angel, and Daddy Ernest all stay together.
Yeah.
And I think even Auntie Vi maybe lived there too with her husband. Do they?
Nah, they give them another house.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
So the teacher, Miss Renee, said, I got this in so many words. She said, hey everybody, I'm going to Blue's birthday party. Now you know, because she the cute little teacher, everybody follows suit.
Now they want to go.
And that's what she meant to do.
Yep.
So that everybody can go to the birthday party. Well, they get over to the birthday party, it goes off without a hitch. You know, Daddy, he all nervous and stuff. He don't know what to do. You know, he doing the best he can. I can commend that brother.
He running up and down,
Yeah, for taking care of his son.
Yeah.
Putting together a little birthday party.
Uh-huh.
And she was helping him. I said, they about to get it in.
Yeah.
I see that coming real soon.
See the romance brewing in the air?
Yeah. So, little boy gets to blow out his candles and all that good stuff. Daddy Ernest is in the house sitting there playing a little magic card game with little kids back and forth. This little girl that he was playing with earlier came back to check on him again or to play with him again. And
he was unresponsive.
He keeled over. Well, they don't have to call the ambulance on him. Little Blue is out there crying his tail off. He loved his papa.
Yep.
Had to take him to the hospital. Later on, we found out that Daddy don't had a stroke. I said, oh my God. So then we see Auntie Vi. She calls Micah on FaceTime. Is it thunder?
Sound like thunder.
Don't pay no mind. Call him on FaceTime. And he answers. And she was like, what the hell's going on?
Why y'all ain't answering no goddamn phone calls around here?
He said, look, some stuff going on. She was like,
I know. I seen it. We talk about it later.
But I need you to get your mama down here first thing in the goddamn morning. I said,
Yep.
So when Micah goes into his mother's room to tell her what's going on, I see wine glasses.
Yep.
I see pill bottles, and I hear tears.
Yep.
I said, oh, Lord Jesus. She basically tells him to get out. And he's already crying. Yep. I don't know if he's crying because he knows what's going on with Pop-Pop, or is he crying because he see what his mama's going through.
Nah, he don't know what's going on. He don't know what's going on yet, I don't believe.
So I didn't know which one it was. Either way, Micah is all tore up.
He tore up because his freaking nasty daddy.
They do that to them kids. Those kids get caught all up in that mess.
Yeah.
So we see everybody over at the hospital. Nova is doing her prayer ritual all over top of her dad, and And Hollywood was like, how in the hell she know how to do this stuff?
Yeah.
Auntie Vi was like, she got it from her mama, and it really does work. So I was like, go ahead and let her do it.
Let her work it out.
So just go ahead and let her do it. Daddy opens up his eyes, and he had a stroke, so he really can't talk. And they had already made up these cards for him. She's flipping through the cards to try to see what it is that Dad is trying to communicate. Gets to a card that says baby. And he looks at Ralph Angel. And Ralph Angel said, Blue's fine.
He's fine. He good.
He was like, in so many words, I need him
here. Yeah.
So Blue was like,
I don't want to put him in that situation right there.
At one point, go ahead.
I agree to say, you know what? Kids are more tougher than what you think they are.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, especially Ralph. You was in jail for probably about 20 years.
You think he could make it through that?
Yeah, he made it through that. So I know he can see Papa with a couple of tubes in his nose.
Yeah, he didn't even look bad.
Nah.
So at some point we saw that Blue had tried to call, not Blue, Ralph Angel had tried to call Darla, Blue's mama. But when he gets on the phone,
he said, "Where you at? Where you at?" Clicker. It's like,
what was that all about?
But like, you sure you ain't the one on drugs?
So then when Blue finally does leave the hospital, I guess he wrestled with himself long enough to say, I'm going to go and bring my son. Well, Darla's outside waiting on him. Now, how she knew he was at the hospital? We don't care.
Yeah.
And she's telling him, look, I want to talk to you about my son. He was like, so you want to talk about your son now?
My dad in there, he's sick. No.
She was like, but I'm good. You know, I passed these tests. I'm gonna be working for the state benefits.
That's what they do.
I'm gonna be making $15 and some cents an hour, giving out
parking tickets. That's what they do.
They really do.
They always come around like this got this grand plan. Their life is straight now. You know,
and everybody's supposed to bow down because they back on track.
Stops because you decided to get your life together.
Blue was like, look,
for the 50th time.
No.
Nah.
Forget what you heard, and this ain't the time. This ain't about you.
Nope.
Addicts do that. They really do.
That. I ain't not about to let you be back in Blue's life. Matter we're gonna see that countless times.
I have been there countless times.
Yeah, I agree to say, you come back in their life and then they end up getting hurt again, and you got to see that look on their face, and it ain't even worth it.
It sure ain't.
Nah.
So then, there was an earlier scene where Daddy Ralph, Papa Ralph, and this man, old man Prosper, was out in the fields, barren fields at that.
Yeah.
And they were doing some measuring and all this stuff, and I was like, what are they doing? I didn't understand it, but I do understand the measurements of fields.
Yeah.
You got to have it down to a T so you can have the amount of seeds you need for the crop that you need. So I guess that's what they were doing. Well, this man, old man Prosper, comes to the hospital. He comes to check on his buddy. Auntie Vi said, look, can you do me a favor, Mr. Prosper? Can you tend to the crop?
Yeah, go and tend to them for me.
While the family is here tending to him. And that would ease our mind and make just so we'll know that crop is taken care of. It would just ease our mind and we can focus on him. He said, he said, there's no crop.
No crop.
She said, so what, come again? He said, there hadn't been no crop in 2 years. Said last year he tried to get enough money up to be able to do it, but he couldn't do it. So there's no crop. So she said, so where is his money coming from? He said, I didn't want to be the one that had to tell you.
Yeah.
But he works a 9-to-5 job.
Yeah.
Don't ask me where, because I
don't
know.
Even know. He ain't even telling me.
But it would hurt his pride to be able to tell y'all that he wasn't doing good.
That's the bad part about it.
I said, whoa.
Said God throwing poor Prosper had to be the one to spill the tea.
Didn't he?
Yeah, that's usually how I go though.
It do.
Yeah.
Well, he was in a rock and hard place.
Yeah, he was. He couldn't lie.
So we see Ralph Angel. He returns with baby Blue, and soon as Blue came up to that hospital, he said, "Papa, I'm here." And he opened his eyes.
Yep. And
little Blue went and laid up in his Papa's arms, and Papa started crying, that silent cry. He was shaking, and Ralph Angel,
he started crying.
Took his arm and put it around Blue, and then he laid on him, and he started crying, And I was like, oh God.
Whoa.
Oh God, it's happening.
Yeah, I think this is it right here.
I said, this is
Yeah.
it. And I
All
almost
too familiar.
lost
Yeah.
it. Because, let me give y'all, I'm going to a rabbit hole. My grandmother passed away when I was 12. And she did the exact same thing. My grandmother was in the hospital for 2 months. And when she became terminal, they would not let me go see her. My mom was like, no, you're not going to go see her. My grandmother didn't talk for like maybe a month. When she became terminal, she just stopped talking. She came to one day and said, I need you to bring Pooh here. That's my nickname. And as soon as my mom brought me there, my grandma laid hands on me. They say that's why I have the gift of being able to relate to people and always put people at ease and being like a counselor to people, because my grandmother was that. She said she laid hands on you, and as soon as you walked out that room, she passed away. And I said, this seems just like that.
Yeah.
And lo and behold,
That's exactly
by
what
the
happened.
time Charlie had got to that goddamn hospital, her family was walking towards her like zombies.
Yep.
And she already knew.
And I can only imagine what's been going through her mind. Is like only God knows how long that he been trying to get her to come to Louisiana. But she was so busy with her husband, her rapist husband, that she couldn't get down to see her daddy. But it's a lesson learned.
Yeah.
Is
If
like,
they
if
call.
they call, if they need you. I know they get on your nerves sometimes. They do.
And you got to learn to decipher between needing you or needing you.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they just be like, can you come over here and help me shuck peas? What?
But one thing you ever don't want that day to come that you say that I wish I woulda. You don't want to live with that after death.
Yep.
Yeah, because once they gone, that's it.
It's
Man,
over. So she has that regret now. And then we saw a scene. I've seen this so goddamn often too. Not myself, thank God. I ain't never been in this position. But we seen Nova. Nova needed to be comforted because her daddy just died.
Mm-hmm.
And she's sitting in a car outside of the window of the man that she messing with, watching him having fun with his family.
Kids and his family.
You at a position where you need to be comforted.
And you can't get it.
You can't get it because you got somebody else's man.
Say you a cheater. Heartbreaker.
You're lying. You're cheat. I don't know why I let you do these things to me.
Yes, indeed.
But that's basically it.
But we saw Charlie at the end in the freaking
In the
field, and she said, "I'm gonna fix it." So, I guess it's gonna be her restitution to clear her conscience, is to get that business back started.
Yeah.
But I guess we're gonna find that out when it come on tonight.
Yep. So we'll see y'all a little later on tonight.
Yeah. So we be back to finish this on up.
And I'm glad it was only for 2 nights. Because these 10 o'clocks, Oprah, I took and
Lord,
told you.
Come on down. But all in all,
It was excellent.
it's excellent. Excellent.
It was excellent.
Excellent. Excellent. Excellent.
All right. Straight from the VA.
The dirty, dirty South. 2 up, 2 down. Holla.